welcome back to Rock Stardust. Hope you've had a great week. Today we're doing a cool show, what made this band great. First episode, and I'm doing the Pretenders, who are a great band and one of my favourite bands. Big fan. They did 2 seminal albums with that original lineup. Starting off with the Pretenders, which is one of the greatest debut albums ever made, and is a brilliant album. Followed up by, Pretenders 2, which is also very rock and very cool, great mix. So yeah, no, it's exciting. And the band itself, started out from the offspring of, Chrissie Hynde moving from Akron, Ohio to London in 1973. She worked at the NME for a while, was a journalist there, so got to know some of the bands, and also working at Viv and Malcolm McLaren, that sex shop in Chelsea there. That's where she bumped into a lot of musos as well, and she became friends with like Mick Jones from The Clash, and wanted to do something with him, and members of the Sex Pistols and other bands at the time. Was just like trying to find her way to get her own, music dream underway. She did end up doing a demo tape, which was picked up, and there was a bit of, excitement about, hey, this has got potential. I think it was Anchor Records or something like that. And then obviously the next thing was like, one of those meetings of fate, or how the guys from, Hereford met her. That is a fascinating thing. You're talking about, forming up with Martin Chambers, James Honeyman Scott, and Pete Farndon. There's the guys there. So, and it's just amazing, that band together. So James Honeyman Scott, got one of the best guitarists, probably one of the most underrated guitarists of all time. That guy is incredible, and he did a lot of the arrangement with those songs and really helped make that happen. With Pete Farndon's bass, you had just a super cool groove, and Martin Chambers, very unique, underrated drumming as well. A lot of tom-toms and a lot of excitement there. So they locked in brilliantly. They were produced by, Chris Thomas, who was a really good producer. It was right into that sound at the time, and it was a cutting edge time. Nick Lowe got his hands on the first single, "Stop Your Sobbing," gave it his touch. So there was a bit of an influence there behind the scenes. But what they did was form this incredible sound with a mix of, rock and roll, traditional, pop, new wave, post-punk, alternative rock, all in one. And they did it absolutely amazingly. And for me, more exciting than the Police, or, later on you can hear, obviously, the Smiths, big influence from Johnny Marr, influenced by James Honeyman Scott, no question about that. You can hear that in so many tracks. In fact, there's some direct lines there at times. But look, the sound was incredible, and going off that first album, they had an amazing look as well. There was such a cool vibe there. So you had the sultry Chrissie Hynde with those awesome vocals and lyrics, but the guys were super cool as well. Pete Farndon was kind of a bit of a Hollywood, sort of dude, in many respects. Those images are cool. Jimmy was just cool, and they had a great image, and they just took the world by storm. When the debut came out, it went huge all around the world, became a platinum album, and in the US and the UK, Australia, all over the world. But the album itself, it starts with Precious. Man, that just kills us. Like, what a great song to start an album with. Like, that is an opening track. That is brilliant. The Phone Call, which has got that sinister darkness, but it's great too. Up the Neck, which has got some, you start to really recognise that brilliance of, Jimmy's guitar playing, and the bass playing from Pete Farder. That's one hell of a bass line. Dun, 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 dun. Tattooed Love Boys, great work again, great guitar, Space Invader, very cool, sort of, arpeggiated riffs coming down the neck. The weight's cool, Stop You Sobbin', that's a very good single, rock and roll sounding. Kid, amazing track, great, sophisticated pop at its very best. It's just got all those elements and a solo that, it's got a mix of rockabilly. It's almost got a bit of Dave Evans influence there, but it's a great solo. Private Life is very cool, spacey, mysterious. That's the great thing about this band too, is the space between the instruments. It was never too busy. There was always enough room for the music to breathe and let that vocal just fly over the top with this super cool sound. Brass and Pocket, oh my god. I remember first hearing that song. That is amazing. And just even the sophistication of that intro, the way it comes in and those chords with the guitar so clean and the bass, and then that amazing vocal delivery from Chrissie Hynde. It's a super song, a big hit. Lovers of Today and then Mystery Achievement closes the album out. My god, that's got some amazing playing on it. When they see the live versions of that, that is killer. It's like full on, and the great bass line, Pete Farder, and the guitar rips it. Massive, huge song. Totally gets absolutely to another level. Pure rock and roll at its greatest. So that's the first album. Oh my god. Hey guys, if you're enjoying this material, I'm going to cover off some interesting bands that don't get a lot of attention as well. Please do hit the subscribe button. It will take you like 1.5 seconds. Means a lot to me because I can do more, and you will get, so I guarantee you get some interesting stuff moving forward that isn't normally talked about or covered off a lot. And please do hit the like button and leave your comments in the comment section. That would be just awesome. Build up the community. This album, I really like this album. It doesn't get talked about as much as the debut, of course, but it is amazing. Okay, so the first one came out in 1980. This one came out in 81. And let's look at this. It starts off with The Adulteress. Wow, one of the most awesome tracks.
The Adulteress. That's very neat. Down this, he takes my hand, and stares into the room. There's nothing to understand. It's simply stood. I am the adulteress.
You need more women like Chrissie Hynde these days, but from a rock and roll perspective, but it lays it out beautifully, and it's intense. It really just lives up to the what the track's sort of telling a story about, with that aggressive guitar lines and pounding bass and drums. It's a great song. Bad Boys Get Spanked is really good fun. So it's almost like a Wild West kind of thing down on there with the whip, and yeah, it's good fun. And Message of Love is a beautiful song. I Go to Sleep is stunning as well. Bird of Paradise is lovely. Talk of the Town is fabulous. The guitar in that, this is where the brilliance of James Honeyman Scott. You hear about all these other guitarists, the Andy Summers and the Johnny Marrs, and this guy was, for me, my pick of them, because he was all round a better guitarist than any of them, I believe. And who knows how much further he could have gone, but he left such amazing playing in his short career in life. But Talk of the Town, beautiful chords, you know, those sort of extended chords and that crisp sound, just genius. Pack It Up's pretty full on rocker. Waste Not Want Not, good song. Day After Day is a brilliant single. That was a big MTV track at the day. Shows the band on the road, playing at a sound check, so there's an empty stadium, and you get a feel for how cool this band was, man. They were real rock stars, no question about it, and they were hot in that time. Really hot band, really in demand, and a lot of excitement. Jealous Dogs is cool. English Roses has that nice bluesy guitar playing, which is another side. You can hear that coming through. You can play anything, okay. And it finishes with their version of Louis Louis to cap the album up. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tracks. Brilliant album, another great cover. And these two are amazing records. Okay? This one platinum, this one gold. But the legacy they leave, incredible. And the influence as well. Wish I could have seen them play live with that lineup at the day. I really do. I'm sure many of you have. I'd love to hear comments or just your feedback on the band and your favourite tracks. Obviously, it was very sad the way this ended. The band had a black cloud going there. I've never known a band with such tragic bad luck. But it's incredibly sad that, you know, Pete Farndon, they had a meeting on the 14th of June 1982 where he was fired from the band for his drug issues. But 2 days later, ironically and incredibly sadly, James Honeyman Scott, you know, died. Which is really, really sad, you know, from cocaine intolerance, they described it as, and heart failure. I don't know how accurate that is, but he left us, which is just such a shame. And then less than a year later, Pete Farndon died of a heroin overdose. His wife found him in a bathtub, you know. I don't think of any other bands. I know we talk about like Led Zeppelin, that they had a lot of bad luck, and obviously Plant lost his son, and you know, the car crashes and stuff happened, weird stuff, and obviously Bonham dying. But this is, in such a short period of time, incredibly tragic for such a hot, exciting, innovative, amazing rock and roll band with an incredible front lady. And damn shame. But then they went on to make, you know, the next album. They did well though. She did find Robbie McIntosh, who's a very good guitarist, and they obviously got a cool bass player, and can't think of his name, but they never were quite the same. But that album did have some good work on it, Learning to Crawl, and then there's that beautiful song 10,000 Miles, or 2,000 Miles, which is about Jimmy and all the snow and how she misses him and that. But, hey, look, the band itself, we can relive the happiness and good times, because put those two albums on, crank them up, you just go, it's so awesome, and that's genuine. So please, guys, leave your feedback. Do remember to subscribe. There'll be some more cool stuff on what made that band great, and obviously, you know, share the like button. That'd be great. Have a great week. Thanks for watching this, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers.